Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another weekly pivot point. We're doing a quick at my desk update in the middle of the late afternoon. Is that a thing? Middle of the late afternoon? Late afternoon? Either way, it is not the morning when I normally do them. So I had every intention of getting up this morning, making sure I had time to do my pivot point. I had to shower, get ready. I had some doctor's appointments today. I did not get up. The daylight savings threw me. Okay, my body is used to getting up when the sun comes up and it's still dark. So when my alarm goes off and I see it's still dark, I just keep hitting the snooze button. I just could not get up. I could not get up. So I woke up in enough time to take a shower and barely had time to dry my hair and get ready before I had to start work. So I did not have time to update on my pivot point yet. And then I ended up having a doctor's appointment. I had a yearly post-op surgical appointment. I had bladder surgery a year ago. So did a recheck just to make sure everything was going good, and it is going great. I do not have to go back to the urologist ever again unless I have issues. And then I had my mammogram. So I mentioned my last pivot point that I had to cancel mine and had it rescheduled. So it was today and all is clear. So I'm very excited about that. So let's see, what have I done since last pivot points? I've had a lot. This is going to be a short pivot point, but with a lot of info dump on what I did. So let's see, Thursday night, we did a family date night kind of, I guess. Haley and I went and grabbed Mexican takeout. We came home and we watched a scary movie. We watched Terrifier 3. Y'all, it was bad. It was bad. Like, I love scary movies and I love horror movies. I don't mind like all the gore and stuff like that, but this was just ridiculous. It was like over the top body horror. And like, just like, why? Like, some of the scenes in there, I was like, what is the point? And like, you know, like, I like the scary movies with blood. Like, even with Saw, like, there was like a reason behind them doing what they were doing, or it was like a game component of it. Like, they had to do this, make these decisions, or this is going to happen. Like, literally Terrifier 3 was just this creepy clown going around killing everybody. I don't think I've liked any of them. I have not rewatched them, so that's why I think they're just stupid. So if you like them, I'm sorry, but I just think they're stupid. So I will not be watching that again. And then Friday, Let's Get Graphic started, and we were supposed to do sprints on Gwen's channel, but she was having an issue, so I had to host them. So we did that, and that was fun. And then Saturday, I pretty much vlogged for Let's Get Graphic. Jerry had to work, Haley had to work, so I was kind of by myself. So went to a couple bookstores, I did a little bit of shopping that weekend. Saturday, went and saw my mom. Actually had a good visit with her. It was kind of sweet. She actually was calm enough to, not that she could have conversations with me, but calm enough that she wasn't like constantly saying my name. And I just kind of sat there with her, and she kind of dozed on and off a little bit, but it was nice. And then Sunday, I had to go with my sister to the emergency room. So my sister decided to check herself into the hospital because she was having some issues. She'd been having chest pain and a lot of swelling in her body and just wasn't feeling good. So I went with her, and her blood pressure was super high, like critically high. So they instantly gave her some medicine for that to try and get it to drop. They did a chest x-ray and found that she had fluid on her lungs. And she also has an enlarged heart. So her body was just retaining so much water that it didn't have anywhere to go. And so it was going in her lungs. So, and then they said the enlarged heart is most likely due to her having a prolonged blood pressure for, you know, untreated blood pressure. Basically, she has not been on any medication, and she probably should have. So, she is not taking care of her health. But we listen and we do not judge. That's what she kept saying. And as long as she's, you know, starting and taking care of it now, hopefully this was a wake-up call and that she will be on the road to getting better. So I sat with her from like 4 p.m. to like 8:30 p.m. I came home, I got to spend maybe about a half hour with my husband, and then went to bed because my husband goes to bed early because he has to be up at the crack of jack. every day. So that was Sunday. And then Monday, my boss was off and it was super busy. And then after work, I ran back up to the hospital to give my sister a charger and a book and stuff to keep her occupied. And then I came back home and I made dinner. Jess had Sprint, so I listened to Powerless while I was working on my mini Magic Shack, which I will show you. I did get some more stuff done in it. So I made this. I made these little candlesticks. I have this little thing of, it's supposed to be apples, I think. And then I have this little like crystal ball thing. And I made this. I think this is maybe supposed to be a bowl of lemons. I don't know. And then this just little doodaddy. All this stuff is just so small. This little pile of wood. Like you can't even see it. They're so tiny. Everything's so tiny. And whatever the heck this little thing is. And then I did make my first little book for it. And there's a lot of books that go in it. And it, like, they look like this. And then you got to cut it out and you got to fold it all up and glue it. And it's tedious. Oh, and here's another one I'm working on. It's an open book. I haven't finished it yet. Like, it's an open book with pages. But you gotta, and here's my other pages. Like, I gotta still, like, glue the pages into it. So who knows how long it's gonna take me to finish that. But I'm always having to take my glasses off and, like, do stuff because I can't see that close up because it's so tiny. And then my cousin wanted to go with me to see my mom because she hasn't been to see her yet. And so me and my cousin and my daughter went and saw my mom last night, and she was not having a good night. It was a rough night. It was a rough night. So, I mean, she was just constant, like even talking while she was eating type of night. So it's just hit or miss. And of course my cousin was sad and she was starting to tear up and cry, and I was like, don't, you're gonna make me cry. And then of course Haley was starting to cry because Haley has, you know, with Haley's work schedule and when I go, because sometimes I go on Saturdays and she's working on Saturdays, and then depending on what time, what evening, so she hasn't been able to see her for a while. And so she's like, wow, she's worse than she was the last time she saw her. And I was like, yeah, it's just hit or miss. So yeah. And then I did find out that my uncle did pass away on Sunday, and he was surrounded by, you know, family members and friends. And so, and he went, you know, peacefully. So he has now joined my aunt in heaven, and his mind is restored. And I love that. I do also pray daily for my mom's journey to not be that long, because his was kind of long. And I just, you know, I know some people would probably be like, oh, you don't want your mom to be here, but like, no, because the quality of life that she has is just, it's sad for anybody. I would much rather anyone be at our one true home with the Lord than to be here on this earth suffering from any kind of illness or anything that does not give them a good quality of life. So just continue to pray. My cousin's like, I don't know how you're so strong. I don't either. Some days I'm not, but yeah, I just keep praying and just keep moving on. So as far as my reading goes, I really haven't read much since the Let's Get Graphic readathon. I was unable to read as many books as I wanted to for that because of having to go to the hospital on Sunday. So I did do a whole vlog for that. So I am getting ready to edit it. Hopefully we'll have it out in a couple days. Pretty much all I've been doing is listening to Powerless, and which is a reread for me. So I haven't been binging it because I'm just listening to it whenever I have time. And then physically reading, I finally finished Back After This. It was a NetGalley arc that I've been reading for probably a month. I don't know. I don't even know when I started it. I'm pretty sure it was in February. And I'm finally done with it. I'm about to post my Goodreads review on it. I didn't like it. I'm going to give it 3 for NetGalley and Goodreads, but really it was a 2.5 because you can't do half stars on NetGalley or Goodreads, but so yeah, so that's it. And then I am going to jump on some reading sprints tonight with Gwen, but I don't know what I'm going to read. I haven't decided. I really probably need to. I'm looking at the calendar and I'm like, I only got 2 We only got about a little over 2 weeks left of this month, and I still have a lot of books to read. So I got like 9 or 10 books left I still want to read. So I need to hurry. But again, most of them are middle grade and cozy mysteries, so they should be pretty quick to get through. So I think I might start a middle grade book tonight. But that is it, you guys. Just kind of overwhelmed, I guess, is my feelings this past, few days. Busy at work, sister in the hospital, going to visit my mom, things with her, my uncle's passing, like just all of these things are just kind of have been on my mind. So just a lot. So I really just kind of need to woo-saw and clear my mind and try not to be so anxious or feel overwhelmed with everything. But that is going to be it, you guys. It's a quick one today. So let me know, how has your week been? How are you feeling? What are you reading? Let me know all the things in the comments below. Till my next video, be yourself, be awesome, be kind. Bye.